I'm gonna turn on my personal car. This has a cold start delete. I don't wanna wake up my neighbors, so I deleted the cold start with a tune, but nonetheless, I'm gonna let you hear it. Nothing too wild. Actually, it's quite quiet because of the cold start delete, but sounds okay. This car doesn't have any cold start delete tune, so it should be loud enough for you guys. Nice rumble. Not too loud, still. Not like the other cars that we reviewed. But it has like a grunt. Good morning everyone, welcome back to Import to Cup channel where stock is always boring. My name is KBH. Today guys, I have a double M3 episode. I have an M3 coupe and I have an M3 convertible. I'll show you all the mods that I did to these two cars. Let's check it out. First, my own personal car. This has a Vorsteiner front bumper. This is carbon fiber, this is carbon fiber. I actually changed the whole front bumper to a Vorsteiner. I think they call it the GTS model. You cannot buy this bumper anymore. It's limited. This hood is carbon fiber. It's all carbon fiber from Vorsteiner. Look at it. It's painted. The color code of these two cars is called Jerez Black. So guys, this is my first Brixton wheels. I fell in love with this design. That's why I carried the brand in the Philippines, because of this design of theirs. It's called PF5. This is brushed aluminum finish, my favorite, then polished lip. And it has my logo. Then the Brembo brakes. This is color yellow, the other one's color red. If you compare the two, this is smaller. This is 360mm. That's 380 or 390. This is carbon fiber as well. It looks good. The size of the fronts is running 265. Then this is 295 at the rear. You can see there's no more writings because it's scraping. Yeah, it's super flushed as compared to that car. I like it super flushed, made it poke out a bit, so it's a bit rubbing, but I don't care. And actually, this is lower compared to that car. Way, way lower. This is a Vorsteiner diffuser. I fell in love actually with the Vorsteiner brand because they produce one of the best BMW body kit, aero kit. That's why I carried it as well here in the Philippines. Also, the quad tips, meaning to say this is an M3. It has quad exhaust tips from Meisterschaft. Also, this is full carbon fiber. So I'll show you all the mods that I did to this M3. It's actually a very recent build. So this is all stock. Almost everything is stock. The owner wanted the discreet look, so we just changed the wheels. It's Brixton forged as well. We're using the BMW OEM caps. The owner wants it very discreet. The model is PF10. This is brushed aluminum double tint with the gloss gunmetal lip combination with black hardware. Mine is a polished hardware, but this is black. Then a way bigger Brembo brakes. It stops so good. You will know M3 because of this hood bulge. I'll show you guys why it has one. This has a VF Engineering 625 water-cooled supercharger kit. So all this we just installed and it's producing almost 600 horsepower at the dyno. So this is all stock. Look at it. This actually, the supercharger actually sits way higher as compared to the stock intake manifold. But my car has an Eventuri. This produces good power for an NA. The fitment that I did to this car is not super aggressive as compared to my car. It doesn't rub. And it's running on the same tire, Michelin Pilot Sport 4S. This is 305 as compared to mine, 295. This has carbon fiber tips, guys. Quad exhaust as well. And this sounds hella louder as compared to the other one. This is the supercharger unit, guys. This is the heart of the system. So yeah, this all is bolt on and it's reversible. So anytime you need power, you can put a supercharger for this platform. Then you can just remove it after if you plan to sell it. Since this is a convertible car, I'll show you the mechanism on how the roof goes down. Look at that, guys. Wow. Nice, right? This is a heavier car, but it looks really good. And you can hear the V8 engine more when you put the top down. I'll do a pull on an NA V8. Woo! Woo! Epic sound, guys. With the intake and the exhaust. I love the V8 rumble that the car produces. One more time. V8 and a manual. Let's do this. Damn. That's why I love this car. It's so rare that we have a V8 manual. So let's try the supercharged V8 M3. So we're inside the V8 supercharged M3, but first I need to turn off the traction control, DSC off, so it doesn't interfere with the power. Then press the power button. Let's go. Game. Manual mode. Game. Sounds insane, guys. This setup, the Tneer setup, is insane. Wow. One more. Game. Damn. This is way louder than my car. In the power, you can feel it, the difference, right?
Towards the...
Especially at the higher RPM, it's way faster. I think you can hear this car a mile away. One of the loudest, do you agree?
It's up there.
This takes it, guys. My car is loud, but this is insane. Like the power and the torque that the VF supercharger produces is amazing. This car build of mine is like 13 years ago, guys. And it's still looking fresh. No rattles, no problems, no anything. It's actually the most requested video episode as well. They're asking about my M3. I should feature my M3 because it's very rare in the Philippines because it's manual and this has, what do you say, a sentimental value. Pedals are near but not super near to each other, so it's very user-friendly. Steering is precise. I actually like the steering of this more compared to the newer M3 M4s because this is hydraulic. You can feel the bumps of the road, the elevation, even the rocks. So literally I can feel it through the steering wheel. The gearing is very long, so you really need to push the car in order to get the power. It's actually very stylish outside. This shift knob is a very memorable part to me. It came off from my Lexus IS build. It's a ARC from Japan. This M stitching is not stock. I changed it to the M colors. Then the Recaro seats. It hugs you better, Sportster CS. It's the same seats that I have on my Porsche 911 Turbo. So I love this. The suspension of this car has KW. So the ride and the handling is so much better with this system. But the problem is, this is an 8-year-old suspension. I need to change it already because the springs sag down already and the fluids are leaking out. That's why it rides a bit stiffer compared to the other car. That car, I just installed the KW coilovers as well, and it rides so much better. So I can't wait to change the suspension of my car. The main problem with this platform actually is a rod bearing issue that we always upgrade at my shop, Titan Works. You can buy the kit for around 100,000. I actually did it on the supercharged car. Why? Because it needs to have a bulletproof engine to sustain the boost with the supercharger. The brakes of this is Brembo. I upgraded it to a bigger brake kit. It's smaller than the other car, but it stops so good. The cornering is very flat and it's very balanced and very predictable. I know it has only 414 horsepower and 300 torque, but it's pretty good for daily use. I do believe this car is a future collectible. That's why I'm keeping it. So guys, we're inside the V8 supercharged M3. This actually has a Tneer valve control. So this is way louder as compared to my car. So this is the remote control of Tneer. I carried this brand as well. It's an alternative brand of exhaust that you can buy for your Euro cars and supercars. It's very well priced. I never bring in brands that I don't believe in it, and the quality, I inspect it, and for me, Tneer is up there. So right now, we're valve closed. It's pretty quiet, right? Almost stock.
Yep.
But when I press this button, insane. It's like a different car. Off. You get the best of both worlds. So the owner of this car is a first-time modder. By watching our videos, he was convinced that I'm the man to modify his car. He didn't want to install any body kit. He just wants to refresh the suspension, and he wants more power, reliable power. That's why I suggested PF Engineering. So the car has stock for 14 horsepower and 300 torque.
This is producing, with the supercharger, is around 480 wheel and 370 torque at the wheel. So if you add 15 to 20%, you're producing around almost 600 horsepower. Also, the bite of this Brembo is way better than my car because it's bigger. And right now, I'm trying to break it in for the owner. Usually when we change big brake kits, there's a usual break-in period of like 50 kilometers. So right now, I'm doing around 40 kilometers for the owner. And it bites really, really good now. I love the thickness of the steering wheel of the M3. I think this is the perfect thickness of a steering wheel, in my opinion. I love the paddle shifts as well. It's not too big, not too small. The main difference between my car and this car is the DSG transmission. This is not dual clutch yet, but it's fairly fast. You can control how it shifts through this button. So if you put it all the way to maximum, it will be faster. My car is 200 kilos. Can you believe this is heavier, but it's so much faster? The seats are pretty comfy. The padding of this is like triple the thickness of the Recaros, but I think the bolsters of the Recaro holds you better when you were in the track. And I think I pulled it off for him, and I'm so excited to show it to him later. So yeah, that's it for today's double M3 episode. Like, subscribe, and share our channel if you love our content. We'll do more and more videos this year, guys. If you need parts, just hit me up in Instagram, kbh__kbh, or in Facebook, Import Hookup. And yeah, I'll provide you the best price and all the parts that you need for your Euro car, Japanese car, and exotics. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye!